Hello and welcome back to another video. This is Marlon from Marley Media. Yes, I know it's been a while, but I've been busy. Bills have got to be paid. I've had work and stuff, and I know you don't want to hear that. But before I talk too much, let me just jump into what I'm about to show you here. This is a dancehall flavored project. This is a dancehall project which is in Logic, as you can see. I'm going to do a playthrough now, then I'll just run through what's going on the tracks, and I will explain to you how you can grab hold of this project as well. So let's go ahead and play this through. All right, so that's the project playthrough there. So this here has, let's see how many tracks. We've got about 11 tracks. A piano, a saw brass kind of sound, and this is coming from the ES2. We've got a lead guitar here as well, which is being done by a sculpture. So if I just solo that out, you should be able to just hear that part. Nothing too fancy. It's just a sculpture instrument. Sculpture is good for string sounds. Well, not string sounds, but guitar sounds, plucks and things like that. Sculpture is really good for that, or string-based instruments. We've got a few effects on it. Actually, the pedals doesn't have anything inside it. So we've got a few effects, standard effects here. All of these are Logic instruments and effects. So all the plugins on here are what comes with Logic. The bass is from my ES2 presets. So the standard presets that I have in ES2 that I use pretty much across most of my projects. This is another version of it, which just basically has some different adjustments. This is what it looks like on that. So it may have like a longer release or a shorter release on one or the other, depending on what I want to do. And the easiest way was for me to just do two tracks. So then you have one bass here and another one there. So that other sound that you heard, that is kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it, but it's more of a hard hitting kind of bass sound. If I just jump over to that section, so that sound there, dum dum. If I just solo that bit there. All right, so that bass there, again, that's an ES2 preset that I've saved after I've tweaked it. And the other stuff is just like standard drum. Well, the EXS24, I always have trouble saying that. So the EXS24, which is the sampler inside Logic. I've got a hi-hat, some more hi-hats and clap on that track. And then I've got the kick and the snare on this track as well. So these are all, well, just separated across 3 tracks, but I just doubled up on a couple of items. But, the sounds are not like clashing or anything like that. So you can actually separate them out further if you want to. So this project is going to be released as a pack inside my new membership release, which is going to be based around reggae, dancehall, or anything related to Caribbean type of sounds or tropical type of sounds. I've asked you guys and you said that this is the type of stuff you want from me. You want more of that kind of flavor from me. And I do enjoy doing that kind of stuff because my roots are from the Caribbean or back in the Caribbean. So I'm used to this kind of music, and this is what I really grew up on and love. So I'll be doing more of these types of projects. You'll be pleased to know, and I'll be hopefully releasing a lot more projects now. Now that I've sorted out the back end of my website to an extent, it's up and running. It's all good now. There's always tweaks to be made, but that's why I haven't really been making a lot of videos recently, because I've just been bogged down with doing work, like I said, to pay the bills, look after the family, that kind of thing. And then I've had to invest some more into my website and to try and figure out what the best course of action is so I can deliver the best value to you guys. So I'm packaging up a lot of these tracks into a single membership that you can have access to multiple project files for one fee, and you can download them, chop them up, do what you want with them, except releasing them just like that, because these are being released as royalty free if you use the individual parts and make them your own. But you can't just release it as a track, as a beat, as is. First of all, you don't want to do that, because everyone else who does that will just have the same thing. It won't be unique. But the point is for you to learn from them. If you're a producer and if you just want sounds, you can get the presets obviously from Logic. Now, before you say, oh, I don't use Logic, so I can't get this pack, you know, it's useless to me. Wait a second, I've been thinking about that. So I've packaged up not just the Logic project, but you'll find inside the folder the stems as well. So the track outs, in other words, but you know, I say stems because it might be a group, a track group as well. So in here, you'll find pretty much all these tracks in here separated as audio files. So you'll be able to load these into any DAW that takes audio, and pretty much all of them, all of the major ones, takes audio. So bring them in as audio tracks, and then you can chop them up, warp them as you would do in Ableton, or time stretch them, do whatever you need to do with them, and or just cut the individual sounds out and save them for your arsenal of sounds. I'm throwing in some MIDI clips as well. So these are bonuses if you use another software if you don't have Logic, basically. If you use another software and you've got the audio in the stems, but you just want to be able to mess about with MIDI as well, I'll have the chords for the piano, and some of the main clips there are in here, but it's obviously not going to be everything from what you can see there. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to leave a link inside the description of the video. So inside the notes, you'll have the link to where you can get this file and more information about all the things that I've mentioned. I hope you like this track. Feel free to share this video. And if you're new, you can subscribe to the channel as well. These are the types of videos that I do. I'll be doing these videos so you can actually you know, get behind the scenes of what's going on inside of one of these projects, and basically get access to some of these resources. If you'd like to build an arsenal of sounds, if you'd like to learn how to do production, and you just want to dissect what someone else has already done, that's why I do these tracks, so you can learn from them, these projects, and so on. Anyway, that's about it for me. Enough of me rambling. I will see you soon in the future. Like I said, I promise I'm going to be doing some more videos now. I know you're going to hold me to that. But yeah, things are up and running once more, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace out.